Ranking the 3 Premier League title contenders' remaining fixtures based on difficulty. Highlights: Manchester City may now have the easiest path to glory as they aim for a historic 4th consecutive Premier League title. Arsenal face a tougher challenge, needing solid away performances against top-half teams in order to end their 20-year wait. Liverpool's run of poor form, along with their tricky schedule, means it looks extremely difficult for Jurgen Klopp to have the perfect send off. We're now firmly into the business end of the 2023-24 season, and the battle to be crowned Premier League champions is close to reaching its conclusion. It's been many years since we've had the privilege of witnessing a genuine 3-horse race at the top. However, this season's run-in has been one of the most enthralling for that reason. Defending champions Manchester City, 2020 winners Liverpool, and Mikel Arteta's Arsenal are all separated by 5 points. With very few remaining fixtures still to go, it's almost impossible to predict who will be lifting the famous trophy come the final day. The trio will be hoping to maximize their points tallies from now until May, although they will be facing some stiff opposition across their league fixtures that remain. But who has the toughest challenge ahead of them? We've taken a close look at each side's remaining fixtures and ranked them from easiest to hardest. Could this be an indication as to who will walk away as this campaign's Premier League champions? Quite possibly. The 3 teams are ranked below based on who has the easier schedule on paper, although everyone knows this isn't how the game is played. Manchester City will make history should their quest to defend the Premier League crown prove successful. The European champions are searching for their 4th consecutive Premier League title, something that has never been achieved before. Local rivals Manchester United have come the closest, having won 3 in a row on 2 separate occasions. The dominance of the well-oiled machine that Pep Guardiola has created on the blue side of Manchester is difficult to compete with. Therefore, it makes his side incredibly difficult to bet against. The champions will back themselves against anyone in the division, and the remaining games appear to be slightly in their favor compared to their title rivals. City have to face only 2 sides currently sitting in the top half. One of those matches is away from the Etihad Stadium. This will see them travel to Tottenham Hotspur on May 14. Due to their recent success in the competition, most City supporters will be confident in their team, regardless of the fixture list. They weren't at their best against Nottingham Forest recently, but still got the job done. Sealing another 3 points could make all the difference in the citizens' quest for their 10th domestic league title as they look to reclaim their status as table toppers. City have also played 1 match fewer than Arsenal and Liverpool, meaning Guardiola's side remain the favourites due to their easier run of games and ability to move back to the top by winning their game in hand. Arsenal, this time last year, Arsenal appeared to be in pole position to end their long Premier League title drought. Everyone knows what followed, as Manchester City flexed their muscles and eventually stormed to glory. Now, 20 years on from their last success, the Gunners may need to draw inspiration from the Invincibles if they want their name to be carved on the famous piece of silverware, though they are currently riding the wave of impressive performances that had seen the North London club go unbeaten in 2024 in the league until their recent 2-0 loss to Aston Villa. There are difficult games to come. They have a pair of fixtures against teams in the top half of the table, with 1 away from home. This is a trip to Old Trafford, which is where Mikel Arteta's men suffered their first Premier League defeat of the 2022-23 season. If they wish to defy the odds and be crowned champions, Arsenal will need to avoid repeats of that result at all costs. Should they do that, then those walking into the Emirates Stadium on the final day of the season against Everton may witness something that has never been seen in that arena: the lifting of the Premier League trophy. Liverpool, those hoping for a fairy tale ending to Jurgen Klopp's reign at Liverpool, look to be out of luck, especially given they dropped points against Crystal Palace, Everton and West Ham lately. The German announced in January that he will be leaving Anfield at the end of the season, and many believed it may have spurred his players on. Although they are now 3rd favourites to lift the trophy, as things stand, the Merseyside outfit remain in the mix to complete a double after lifting the Carabao Cup. The final chance for their iconic manager to lift silverware before making his departure is the Premier League after the Reds were eliminated from the Europa League. In winning the league, they would equal Manchester United's record of 20 top-flight domestic titles. When looking at Liverpool's remaining fixtures, it's hard to argue they are easier, on paper, than City's or Arsenal's, and to make matters worse, they are currently 5 points adrift of the Gunners. With 3 games left, the club have to play 2 in the current top 5 of the table, with one of those coming away from home.